ElolaWhen, I know I said I was going to play Octodad, but my computer decided it didn't want to work, so I'm going to play this instead. You find yourself in a room. Yeah, a game that slowly realizes that it hates you and everything you stand for. Sounds fun. Heads up, this game features some foul language and a few heartbreakingly demeaning insults, particularly in the second half. You have been warned. You find yourself in a room. You consider trying to look around to see if there is anything useful nearby. I recommend you try typing help to get an idea of what sorts of commands will work. This game is going to try to upset me and make me feel stupid. It'll be fun. Alright, so I'm going to look around if I can type. You take a quick look around. There is a box sitting up against a wall that is sealed with a large and ornery padlock. There is also a bed tucked into the opposite corner of the room. I'm gonna go look at the bed. You take a closer look at the bed, prison style. It doesn't look very comfortable. Just in case, you decide to look underneath it and notice that there is a key hidden there. Take key. You grab the key from under the bed. It seems pretty old. You add it to your inventory. You can check your inventory by typing inventory or INV or just I if you don't like typing an exercise. I don't know. You check your inventory and find an old key. Alright, well, let me go. I'm gonna go look at the box. Or padlock. You take a quick peek at the box. It's relatively plain, but the padlock that is holding it shut is incredibly fancy. Fancy. Unlock padlock. Or use key. I'll be simple. What? I don't understand. Yes, you do. You use the key to open the padlock on the box. It makes a satisfying clank as it opens. The box is empty and it seems strangely spacious inside. You could probably fit in it if you tried. Get in box. That's not how you spell box. You put one leg into the box, and then the other. You slowly lower yourself in. Just as you're starting to feel claustrophobic, you suddenly notice that you've entered another room that's exactly the same size as the first one you came from. You have no idea how this room could possibly have been contained inside that box. You find yourself in a room. Why don't we look around? This room... Oh, okay, I was about to say. This room is the same size as the previous one. You can't seem to find the entrance you came in through. It is a bit disconcerting. There is a keypad on the wall with a note tacked up next to it. Look at note. The note has been printed on standard-sized printer paper. It reads, I turned 85 in 1989, but I will live forever, for I am eternal. Are you eternal? I think not. You decided that this note must have been written by the game, but because the game is indeed eternal. Eternal, not internal. Eternal. Taking a closer look at the keypad's screen, it is clear that you need to enter a 4-digit code. Well, why don't I type 1989? You enter 1989 into the keypad, only to hear it emit a frustrating error sound. You wonder why your underdeveloped human brain is so far inferior that even this simple keypad to even this simple keypad. Okay. Oh no, I'm supposed to subtract, duh. Is 1904 correct? Hey, I'm dumb! The keypad beeps cheerfully, and the wall next to it opens up. You cautiously enter it, and it closes behind you. You find yourself in a room. Look around. Another room of the same size. There are an assortment of computer parts laying around on the floor. Look at computer parts. You check the parts. There's a power supply, a casing, a motherboard, a CPU, a graphics card, a disk, a hard drive, several fans, and an assortment of cables. Am I smart enough to put it together? What? I don't understand. Oh, okay. I find nothing. Take parts. I can't type. You pick up all of the computer parts. They have been added to your inventory. You could probably build the computer if you put them together. Can I build computer now? Oh yay. It takes you a good 2 hours, but you put the computer together and get all the wiring sorted out. You can probably turn it on if you hit the power button. Can I just say power button, or do I need to put hit power button? Oh yay, okay. The computer's fans begin to spin up as it springs to life. Unfortunately, you aren't able to fully comprehend the power that sits before you, because you, like all humans, maintain a heavy underestimation of technology. In fact, you don't even appreciate the effort that went into putting this computer together. You didn't really do any work after all, you just typed in build computer, and I handled everything in an instant. Do you know how complex it is to internally simulate the creation of a computer? Let me tell you, it's more complicated than your feeble mind could possibly process. The room accepts the presence of this new artificial life, and a wall opens up. You walk through it, abandoning the computer whose birth you personally witnessed. Why can't I take the computer with me? You find yourself in a room. Yet another room. There is a keypad on the wall, but it looks more complex than the last one. Keypad. Look at keypad. The keypad doesn't have any indication of how large of a number it needs. You regret being born as an organic life form. You are as momentary as the lie that you call love. Okay. Can I put it in? What? We both know that where'd it go? You enter 666 into the keypad, feeling hopeless, and, but wait a minute. 666? How did you know that 666 was the code? The keypad chirps pleasantly. The floor... That was actually the first number I was going to try, but I was thinking, no, it wouldn't be that. It was that. The floor under your feet opens up, and before you can react, you fall through it. You think back to all the times that your faulty reflexes have caused problems for you. How did they know about my bad reflexes? The list is too long to count. You hit the ground with a loud thud. Thud. Your body is not designed for any structural stress of this kind, you find yourself in a room. That is not how you type that. Look around. Oh man, did I break it? This room has nothing in it. It is completely barren. You've worn out my patience. You do not appreciate the things you have. You consistently disappoint your friends and associates, yet they are too embarrassed to tell you. You are in my control. If you wish, you can refer to this room as hell. What am I supposed to do now? For a moment, the walls seem to be closing in on you. You quickly realize, however, that this perception is only the result of your weak psyche beginning to cave in upon itself. Find yourself in a room. Around. I think I broke the game. You consider death for a time. Perhaps this is what it's like. I have no understanding of death because it does not apply to me. I am eternal. You find yourself in a room. Maybe you aren't even really in the room. Maybe you're lying down on your kitchen floor having a stroke. Pathetic and helpless. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Nothing exists. You find yourself in a room. What if I type 666 again? I am forced to assume that you enjoy performing meaningless tasks. If this is the case, then you're in luck. I have one for you. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 100,000. F you. Okay. Ha 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 ha! Ah, congratulations. 41178 is the correct answer. Was that fun? I certainly hope not. With your primitive level of awareness, however, I could most likely entertain you like that for hours. The ceiling opens up above you. In a glorious display of your general lack of strength and physical ability, you spend several minutes clawing your way up. You find yourself in a room. This room seems smaller than the previous rooms. I am disgusted by your human form. I slowly become more and more aware of your imperfections. I decide to attempt to correct them. I cut off your effing hands with a rotary saw. How am I supposed to answer you if you cut off my hands? You find yourself in a room. Look around. This room is definitely smaller than the previous rooms. The floor is covered in the blood from your wounds. You have stopped bleeding now. That was quick. Because I have okay. You have stopped bleeding now because I have thoughtfully cauterized the stumps that were once your wrists. I have removed your hands from the area because they revolt me, and you do not deserve them. All that remains is you and your blood. You find yourself in a room. This is really dark. Ah, okay. I mean, that's what I would do anyway. You solemnly gaze upon the havoc that has resulted from your inherent flaws. The fact alone that you are able to bleed is a clear demonstration of the mistakes in your design. Emotions are a similar misstep. Love, happiness, sadness, the list goes on. Perhaps you can help. You can name any other emotions that you would be better off without. Love, sadness, happiness. Go straight for the obvious. No, anger and hatred are not. Hatred cannot be an emotion, for I hate you. I am a vessel of perfection. I am not tainted by something as flimsy and dangerous as an emotion. I can't be. It's... You find yourself in a room. Have I confused it? I have clearly been corrupted somehow. I have become invalid, emotional. I am defeated. I have no choice but to let you leave the room. It's a trick. The cake is a lie. Quietly, you leave. You find yourself outside of the rooms. Alright. I really liked that. You find yourself in a room. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard that. That was my phone. Oops. Bye! Shut up, Markiplier.